Hey everyone, hopefully you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter in whichever fashion you're choosing to play it as. And today I'm going to go over the latest news that we have for Monster Hunter Now. This is of course Capcom and Niantic's latest Monster Hunter game on mobile devices. It has been getting a little bit of love as of recently after the December patch, which did seem to bring in a couple of fan favorite monsters alongside to it. And alongside that, we're also getting a couple of quality of life improvements that I think players have been relatively happy with. Albeit December not necessarily being a lot of content driven, we have been seeing a couple of new changes making their way. And in January, the developers are promising not just a couple of weekly events, which you're going to be going over later today, but also the brand new introduction of a brand new monster specifically to this game. Now, of course, this is a monster that we have been able to hunt in previous Monster Hunter games, but when it comes to Monster Hunter Now and this mobile experience that they're offering, for the first time ever, you're going to be able to find an Azure Rathalos starting on January 15th as part of one of the events. So today, not only do I want to go over pretty much all of the latest news that we have for now, but also talk about some of the changes that we have seen, and of course this brand new monster edition. Now, to be fair, if you have been watching some of my leaks videos in previous months, you already know that Azure Rathalos was one of the expected leaked monsters that we have been waiting for quite a while. I want to say maybe even back in October or so, we ended up getting our list of leaked monsters, most of which, of course, are still not currently out available in the game, but every single one of them that was part of the latest batch of updates and even event monsters that appeared were all part of the leaks as well. So pretty much all that we know so far is that the leaks have been 100% accurate, and it's just going to be a matter of time before all of those content drops become available in the game. In their original blog post, which I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for that, they mentioned that hunters, we hope your year is off to a great start. Continuing a happy hunting new year this month, we've got another amazing lineup of events for you, including the first appearance of Azure Rathalos. But before that, they mentioned that Quilili's special quest will begin to take place on January 12th at 5 p.m. on Thursday, all the way to January 18th at midnight. So no weekly hour weird events or just one day and 1 hour. They're finally realizing, and this is one of the things that I really wanted to drive home when I spoke about this game originally, was the fact that players do not want to be logging in for specific hours. Just tell me that from Monday to Friday, I can do this whole thing and have the entire week to be able to do it. And that seems to be the approach that they are taking going forward. So from January 12th to January 18th, all hunters HR and 11 above will have a chance to complete a time-limited event quest to obtain items that can be used to upgrade their equipment, such as Dragonite Ore and Carpenter Bugs, as well as items like Monster and Bone Plus and plenty of Zenny. So they may not necessarily be monster specifically tied to certain drops that you may be hunting, like some people asking for like Sunogre drops, for example, which I have been seeing happen more and more since Sunogre seems to be something of a rare spawn, but you are still able to get some pretty decent goods with Dragonite Ore and Carpenter Bugs. But then we get to the good stuff, the Descent of the Azure King, starting on January 15th at 9 a.m. in the morning, all the way to January 21st at midnight. So you basically have, again, the entire week. No limited hours, no anything weird like that. Get ready to welcome the Azure Rathalos in his very first appearance. We'll also have time-limited special quest rewards, and hunter medals and appearance rates of Rathalos and Azure Rathalos will be boosted for the weekend. As long as you have completed Chapter 13 to unlock Rathalos hunts, Azure Rathalos will be in low numbers in forest habitats throughout the entire event. During the following times of the weekend, Rathalos and Azure Rathalos will appear more frequently in the forest habitats if you are HR and 11 above. January 19th at 5 p.m. to January 21st at midnight. So for 2 days, you're going to be able to get Azure Rathalos to spawn a little bit more commonly than normal if you are HR and 11 above, and I would assume most people watching this already are. But for those who may not necessarily be, you still be able to get it through the January 15th through the 21st, just at lower drop rates or appearance rates at the same time. So you're still going to be able to get them to appear. It's just not going to be like all that often. So you probably want to be HR 11 above to be able to get all the Azure Rathalos goodies, and of course be able to craft that armor, which is what a lot of people have been hoping and waiting for, especially those great sword users that I've seen in the subreddit for sure. Lastly, towards the back end of January, they're talking about the Bombaro and Radoban week. They're mentioning that on January 22nd, which is a Monday at 9 a.m., all the way to January 28th at midnight, basically the end of the month. During this special event, all HR 11 hunters and above will be able to encounter Bombaro in swampy habitats and Radoban in desert habitats more frequently than usual. Event details are subject to change. Be sure to check out the social media for any changes. So essentially, Bombaro and Radoban have higher drop rates for the first time since they both appeared together back in the December patch. So we're going to be able to see them appear starting on the 22nd through the 28th. It is worth mentioning that this essential event is no different than the Zinogre one that we ended up getting towards the back end of December, just a few weeks ago, or days ago I should say, where we ended up getting the Zinogre boosted drop rates and appearance rates event for that. So essentially seems like every time they introduce a new monster that isn't an event driven monster, you're going to be able to get boosted drop rates and appearance drops events pretty much substantially soon after, whether it is that month that they appear or right after that. Again, I still know that a lot of people are wondering Zinogre drops are not necessarily they're even, I believe the numbers based on what I've seen some people mention is that they're lower rate than even lower normal monsters already. And Zinogre is already pretty hard to spawn. So, I've seen some people complain regarding that. For me personally, the couple of times that I've been playing the game as of December and just right now at the beginning of 2024, I've had some decent fun with it, but I do not take it seriously. I do not play it every day. I'm sure I'm well behind the grind for a lot of people. I still see a lot of people saying that they're, trying to craft all the armors and have all the elemental weapons and all of that, but I just cannot imagine the grind being that steep and that ridiculous. At the same time, while they are doing a somewhat decent job bringing in extra content to the game, it is taking a bit too long for my liking. But now that we do have the full context that Monster Hunter Wilds will not be coming out until a year plus from now, well, I guess they're going to try to build this game up slowly throughout 2024, and hopefully maybe at the back end they can have some sort of turnaround experience when it comes to Monster Hunter Now. And mainline Monster Hunter players for consoles will just have to wait until Wilds releases. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today regarding Monster Hunter Now and its January event drops, and of course Azure Rathalos finally making a full-on appearance for the very first time. If you're brand new to my channel, though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.